And we're back. This is Hook and Ladder. This is a little experimental episode. Uh, I've been wanting to do something like this for a while. Bringing a browser up on screen, tinkering with it, moving up and down, seeing if I could get the top 25 in there. And there's been a few other applications that I want to experiment this style with, but I haven't done that yet. So it's a work in progress, trying to learn how to use OBS studio software. But anyway, this is kind of the deal. So, top 10, I was going to do the top 25, but I'm having difficulty interacting with it. So, we'll go with this. As you can see, Alabama and Georgia 1-2. Alabama has 63 first place votes, Georgia with only 2. In the AP poll, of course, you just see the top 3 because my big head is interrupting that image there. So, interfering with that image. So, as you can see, Alabama's got 53 first place votes in the AP, Georgia 9. So, you got 2 teams that are receiving first place votes. Georgia has gained about 5 spots in the AP poll over the past week, which is pretty impressive if you ask me. They have had some impressive victories, winning by more margins, beating the spread, and shutting out their opponents the last 2 weeks in a row and dominating the teams on offense, pretty much doing whatever they want to do. Alabama's Alabama. They continued to do what Alabama is expected to do, win and win big. They dominated Ole Miss, and that 42-21 score was not indicative of how well Alabama dominated that game. So the question is, if those 2 teams are the best team in the country, who in the top 10 can get into the Final Four and make the playoffs? Well, that's an interesting question. And as you can see, Iowa and Penn State, if I'm not mistaken, they played this weekend. So one of the others going to get not necessarily eliminated, but put themselves in a very bad situation, for lack of a better word. Oklahoma, they continue to win out. Granted, Oklahoma's been playing like hot garbage of late. And they're leaving teams in games that shouldn't be in the games. Cincinnati has got a big win against Notre Dame in dominant fashion. And, they went out. They're going to have a pretty good chance and should have worded this, have a claim, if you ask me. If they win out, their schedule's pretty easy, and they should manhandle the rest of the teams they play. So the question is, if Cincinnati gets in the dance, so say they're the 3rd team, what about the other option? Well, you got BYU sitting at number 10, Oregon sitting 9. Well, there's a team called Michigan State sitting 11 right now, and there are 5 teams in the top 11 that are Big Ten teams. Well, if that's the case, if you say one of those teams goes 1 loss, and as of second week in October, there are 5 teams in the top 11, top 15. You would assume that even a 1-loss Ohio State, if they knocked off a 1 or 2 loss Penn State, a 1 or 2 loss Michigan, they're next. And of course, they lost the number 9 team in the country. Granted, Oregon decided to lay an egg against Stanford this past weekend in overtime. BYU remains undefeated at 5-0, but are they going to be able to jump an undefeated Cincinnati? Probably not, since Cincinnati's number 6 in the country. And Oregon, they went out. They're going to get a little more love than BYU, I would imagine. So, as it stands, I see Georgia and Alabama, if they don't lose any more games, don't lose a game, and one of them will inevitably lose an SEC title game. Both those teams are getting in because those 2 teams are clearly the best 2 teams in the country as of week 5 or 6, depending if you would count week 0. Yeah. Anyway, this is me just experimenting with the software. I will get better with it, and I'd like to do some Zoom stuff, possibly with Brett and maybe a few other people. But I think this is a pretty good, step forward. So you guys have a good day.